Good afternoon, Mrs. Cotter. Corey with Creative Habitats. Well, let me take you on a tour of my ideas. First thing that we're going to look at doing on this is cleaning out this bed. And that means most of the stuff that's shorter than knee height is going to come out. On this particular camellia right here, I'd like to limb it up and really make it more into a small tree than a large bush. Next thing objective is to expand this bed line some, make this bed bigger, and then also the emerald zoysia that's here is doing well. The Bermuda grass isn't, so also expand out the Bermuda grass. So that gives us our canvas by which we're going to paint our picture. Let's talk about details of that picture. So here is how the design culminates. So you can see here where I've limbed up this particular camellia. Underneath it, we've got some ground covers and also some understory trees. Let me give you details of what those things are. So looking a little bit more closely, this is the Crimson Queen Japanese Maple, Patriot Hosta, and Halcyon Hosta, and then Autumn Fern. Let me show you what those look like. This is a Crimson Queen Japanese Maple. It is red year-round. This is Patriot Hosta. Here's another photo, similar photo of it. The ferns in the back, they would look like this. It's a mass planting of evergreen ferns. Autumn ferns, well, whether it's 20 degrees or 120, this is what they look like. They do drop last year's foliage in the spring, but then they sprout right back up. This is the job we did a while back, and this is what the autumn ferns amongst this particular job look like. We actually transplanted these two Japanese maples, and they were this big. It was amazing. And then did the underplanting of all the autumn ferns that you see in here. This is Halcyon Hosta, and this is that same job. There's the steps, and we planted all of these hosta in this particular location. Really beautiful, deep green hosta with humongous leaves. All right, let's go to the other side. So keeping the boulder in place, this is Japanese forest grass. This is leopard plant right here, and then you see the ferns in the background. And here we have, this is Japanese forest grass. That's what it looks like in context. This is actually it with the Halcyon Hosta. This is Brunera. This is what also called leopard plant. We've got that in here. The reason I picked this is because of its silvery foliage. I have this planted at my house, and it's really been a very interesting and unusual understory ground cover. You can also see the little blue blooms that it puts out too. But the rest of the year, the foliage is very interesting. Let's turn our attention to the understory trees. These are Japanese maples right here, and I have some specific varieties of Japanese maples to look at. This is called a coral bark Japanese maple, and during this time of the year, it looks like a normal green Japanese maple. But in the fall, it lights up with this yellow fall color. Absolutely lights up the area. The reason why it's called coral bark is because during the fall, the bark takes on a pink color to it. This is one of the other Japanese maples, Orangeola, and I picked this because of some of the contrast in the color that it has. All right, some other little technical things. Right here, you've got a lot of washout. We're looking at restoring that and doing emerald zoysia in there. And then taking out the euonymus and replacing with a dwarf camellia. Probably Shishikashira, which is pink, or a Mina no Yuki, which is white. So that is a tour of my ideas. Give me some feedback on it. And we'll also start putting an estimate to it. And if everything looks good, then I'll get that estimate sent out to you. This is really important. On the estimate, I'm going to put some of the plants a little bit smaller. And if you want to upgrade something larger, just let me know. It obviously costs more to do that, but I'll give you the ground level of what it takes to create this area, and then we can go from there. Thank you again, Corey Creative Habitats.